Welcome to the first episode of the Cypher to Ascendant series, a series where I try to reach Ascendant with Cypher and give you guys a lot of tips and tricks. In this episode I'll be playing my first 5 placement matches, so let's hop into the first game.
Hello everyone.
When you're first gonna pick up Cypher, believe me, you're gonna be very rusty with this agent. You have to watch 2 things at the same time with your camera, and his cage throws a bit weird. But here's the first Cypher tip. Don't use your cage just as a smoke. The main reason why your cage is good is because you can hear the enemies walking through it. So when you throw it down, you don't have to look at it unless you hear something.
Oh, how did I get him?
Also, if you want to use your cam in the post plant, try to hide it as much as possible. Instead of placing my cam in the middle aiming towards the spawn, I should have placed my cam on the wall on the entrance. This way it's way harder for the enemies to destroy the camera, because when they are on site, they're focusing on you and not on your cam.
One enemy remaining.
Ah, sorry. I had not a lot of bullets. Oh, I think we got it. Heyo. Easy peasy.
No joke, I think the Cypher ultimate is one of the best ultimates in the game. Use it, and if you only see one enemy on a site, of course, push with all your teammates.
Okay, only one side. Let's push him.
3 versus 1 is almost always a win.
What did he do? Oh, what did that omen do?
Sometimes, even though something is already smoked, it doesn't hurt to throw your cage on the same spot. Again, the reason for this is because you hear if the enemies are walking through it. So in this round, I wanted to push B main, and Omen already smoked vent, but I still threw my cage so I could hear if someone was pushing behind me.
Okay, good.
If you watch my abilities, you also don't see me using any traps at the start of the round, and I have honestly no good reason for this. This was my first game with Cypher, I still need to learn him. Now a very important tip for when you see multiple enemies on the spot. When this happens and you want to peek, never peek and stand still. Because it's one gun against multiple guns and you're probably gonna lose that battle. The best thing you could do is don't peek at all and find a better position. In this round I should have run towards A.
We want to double up. It's not too bad to have 2 traps over here.
Placing 2 traps on the same spot looks a bit odd and bad, but it could be useful. Now if either me or Chamber dies, there's still a backup trap. But all the enemies got us immediately when the round started, so it wasn't useful after all. We ended the first half in a 10-2, so it's an easy win, right? Time to go backseat mode. No, you should never go backseat mode, even though you're very far ahead.
Wow, okay, what did he do?
But the problem is we won a round and then we won another round, and when you only need 1 round more, a lot of players will backseat. Even I did that in this game. I was watching TikTok in between rounds. That's not how you win games, Mr. Lowlander. Don't watch TikTok during your games. Well, my friends, I learned my lesson because we lost 7 rounds in a row and we ended up in overtime. So a big tip, during your games, throw your phone on your bed or something so you can't see it. But anyway, in the overtime this happened.
Got him. 2 mid.
And we lost the game. 4 more games.
Hello everyone.
On Icebox, when you're rotating from B towards A, always check middle for a second. Often there's an enemy lurking and you don't want them behind you.
Don't want them to play. Not today.
To be completely honest, Cypher doesn't have a lot of good setups on B side on Icebox. So when you play on this map, I would recommend to go A as much as possible. I realized that in this round, so after this round I mostly went A.
One enemy remaining.
First of all, when you're holding a tripwire over here and here is a very good setup. Second thing is, how did I not kill this killjoy over here?
How do I don't kill him? Okay, we got him.
But this trick is even more gross. Place your trap on the spot where you think the enemies will plant, then stand behind this wall and nest, crouch and use your cam. Just don't place your cam in the open like I did, because it got destroyed really quickly. Oh, he doesn't see me.
One on B side.
Wow, the sneaky tricky.
Do you remember what I said about the mid lurker?
Down A.
No, minus 80. Well, KO didn't check it. Okay, where the heck did this Brimmy came from? Shooting me with a shorty on long range and still gets me. How did he do this? I always do 0 damage when I use the shorty.
Behind you, Cypher, behind you.
What? He's there? And then, pick me. Oi, 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 oi.
In the end, we sadly lost the game, and before we go to the next one,
let's open the night market first, because it's here anyway, you know. Let's see, maybe we get something. Nothing too good.
Never lucky, my friends. Maybe next time.
Hello, everyone.
Everyone has some bad habits in Valorant. Mine is that I often do a right-click burst fire with the classical medium range. Don't do this, Mr. Lowlander.
Wow, okay, I survived that.
Just learn from my mistakes and don't be me.
He's No? Nice, good job, good job. I need to stop with the flipping right clicks. I always do that. Why do I do that?
At least I realized it during the games apparently. Big tip, always try to work together with your teammates. I say this a lot, but how do you exactly work together with them? Well, a way to do that is use them kinda as bait. In this round I waited in this nasty corner till my teammate Jet spotted the enemy. And that's the moment when I pushed him. The enemy Jet was distracted with our Jet.
Oh no, I'm
Last
not gonna...
player standing.
My mousepad is wet on one side.
Your mousepad is what?
Wet.
Why is it wet? That's a bit sus, my friend.
Anyway, I didn't meant to place my tripwire over here, but apparently it worked. Could be useful in your games.
Okay, that's not the best trap. Oh, it worked! Oh, I just couldn't get killed.
Also, a cool cam spot you could use is this one. I just don't think it's the best cam in the world. You get very limited information. This one, however, I really like. You also get limited information, but you see a little more and the enemies might not notice it. The only problem this round was this stupid Astra wall, man. But luckily I remembered the #1 rule about the Astra ultimate, so I didn't push through and peek deep.
Stop it.
Wow. Oh, that was so bad. It's hard to play together with your camera and yourself. Like, what?
Yes, I still find it pretty hard to convert the information I'm getting from my E ability into kills. But that's where this series is for. I will slowly learn it. When you are in the eco round, it's of course smart to play a little more aggressive. But don't be stupid aggressive. So in this round, I didn't just push through the smoke, but I waited till I heard the enemies reloading and then I pushed.
In my trap, my friend. Okay, I don't know how, but it worked.
A cool Cypher trick you can use is place your camera and then peek immediately. There's a chance that the enemies will flick to the camera and destroy it, and that's the moment when you can get an easy kill. Sadly, I peeked way too late over here.
Watch out, Viper.
Camera is destroyed.
Oh, oh, that's a good
Last
trick.
player standing.
I need to use my cam as like a distraction.
I'll definitely use that trick in the future.
Wow, man.
When you're planning to push something with your teammate, mid for example, make sure you're close enough to peek together with your teammate. In this round I was way too far, so I was too late to assist Fate over here.
That's too late, eh?
Last player standing.
One is hell.
Remember when I said that on Icebox you should always check mid for a lurker? Well, on Pearl, exactly the same, only then you have to check sewers.
I knew it. There's always that one guy.
The second half I want to forget, because I literally didn't get any kills, and we lost in the end.
2 more, let's go to the next one.
Hello, everyone.
Nobody heard that voice crack. By the way, maybe I should go back to the burst fires, because this looks like nothing.
Who is standing there?
When it's a 5 versus 2 and the spike is about to explode, there's a high chance that the enemies will save their guns. When this happens and you have more money than the enemies, always try to hunt the last guys. You have enough credits for next round anyway, and the enemies are probably broke.
One enemy remaining.
Not today.
So even though you are only 6 HP, just push them, you might get a kill.
Ayo.
This next tricky didn't work this game sadly, maybe next time.
Lol, what a waste.
Ah, he saw me.
Even though I knew there were multiple enemies in garage, because window was smoked, I felt safe to push the Phoenix over there.
Wow.
Right.
One enemy
Okay,
remaining.
sometimes you gotta push, right?
Just for your info, if you crouch on the small box on backside C, the enemies will still be able to see your head.
Enemy remaining.
What? I ducked under.
This trap over here is so hard to destroy for the enemies. So use this trap, chill in the smoke and get an easy kill.
Walk in. Yeah, not today, dude.
One enemy remaining.
Haha, not today.
About setups, consider placing your cam on this wall. It's a defensive setup, you don't get very early information, but the enemies might not see it when they push and you can cover long and garage. In the end I didn't need it though and we won the game.
One more, my friends. Let's go to the next one.
Hello, everyone.
Place a thing like that,
goes
the thing
here.
like there, and thingy over here.
That goes there.
A camera in this corner over here, and then hide on site. Easy as that, right?
Yeah, that's about how you can sum up Cypher. Anyway, sometimes if you see an enemy going over your trap, you could consider not shooting him. In this round I could have tried to kill Jet, but I didn't shoot. It would have been a hard shot, so I waited patiently and then shoot on the second guy.
Push out, of course. On spot, on spot.
Careful now. Healer killed.
He's close.
Gen.
Wow, my aim, dude. I don't deserve that.
Okay, I definitely know my weakness and that's the classic, man. I just can't shoot with that gun, I need to practice it more. Here's a cool trick you can do on Ascent. First of all, place your setup on A, then stand behind the lever room and chill there with a light machine gun. And then when an enemy walks through your trap, simply shoot through the wall. This is a perfect tactic for when you are on a half buy round, for example, and don't have money to buy a Vandal.
I scored him right.
Flashing.
I got so much damage on him.
In the past I always thought that this Cypher cam is very good. You can watch B main and market. But the problem is that the enemies can spot it really easily. It basically always gets destroyed, so it's not the best cam spot. You can better try to hide your cam.
Oh. Whoa, sorry, I was a bit late there.
One enemy remaining.
Wow, my aim, but I got him.
Yeah, this is how your aim will look like if you take a small break from Valorant, by the way. Something you see me doing a lot this game is switching from B to A and then B 2 rounds and then A a round. It's always important to stay unpredictable with Cypher. On A side, I really like this diagonal trap. A lot of enemies just don't expect it.
Ah, it worked. Oh, my aim, but Cypher is good, man.
Cypher is good, my friends, but you need to know what you're doing. I think this is one of the hardest agents to learn in the game.
Let's see if I can do this lineup still. It's something like...
That goes there.
No.
This goes here.
I don't know the lineups anymore. Wait, I can do this, right?
This is a nice spot. That goes there.
Everyone now.
Ah, I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, for those who are wondering, I also forget the tips from the Tips and Tricks Sent by You series. It's hard to remember them all. Anyway, after failing so many rounds with the classics, I was done with the classics. So in the first round of the second half, I just did this.
Recon coming.
Also, there are always so many people hating on the Bulldog, but I mean, it's a good gun. Try it out sometime.
Oh, Bulldog is good.
Nice.
If you're 100% sure that you're winning anyway because the spike is about to explode, then you can do dumb things like this. You might be able to tilt the enemy. That was my goal over here.
Last player standing.
Not today, dude.
Now look at this round. Here my ult spotted 4 enemies on A and only 1 on B. So I definitely should have rotated and not peeked over here.
Maybe go B. Go B.
Okay, go B, yeah.
We managed to make it to overtime though, but we lost it sadly in the end.
We did not get the MVP, and which rank do we get? We get Platinum 3. Okay, Platinum 3, that's decent. That's decent. I don't complain.
So the road starts at Platinum 3. If you got any Cypher tips, definitely let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and I see you guys in the next one. Peace.